welcome again, guildmates, and this time we're going to discuss the walkthrough when it comes to your cash flow. So this is the page where you can organize, plan your expenses and your income. You can also add your wish list here, as well as any item that is related to your shopping mall, and your shopping mall will have all cute and wonderful things possible that will be helpful for your productivity and your mental well-being. So let's go ahead and start. So this top section, this is where your aesthetic calculator is, and you can use this easily. So you know yeah, easy enough to use. It isn't really a scientific calculator. You can change the color scheme here, but yeah, it's just a normal calculator to plan out your expenses. So anytime you want to add a new expense, income, wish list, more item, you can use these buttons right here. You can also use this one here, and going down, right here is your category. So anytime you spend something and you categorize it according to any of these tags here, it will show you how much you spent for this particular category. Okay, so let's go ahead and open one of the expenses page. It's actually very easy to use. It's this is the date where you spent this expense and the categories. Okay, the only thing is you can only choose one kind of category. Okay, and for your account, so basically this is your wallet. Okay, basically this is your wallet. Okay, so you can add any kind of wallets here. So there's personal, travel, emergency, and savings. You can even rename this once I show you those accounts. And of course, you can also rename this under your categories. You can delete ones that you won't use, or you can just replace the name. Okay, so you can input any figures here under expense and income. You can use both at the same time. Like for example, you earned like $1,000 today, however you also spent like $450 out of that $1,000, so it will be reflected on your account. Okay, so how we understand this is you spent this on this date, you spent this for this particular category, and you took that expense right out of your account. Okay, so that's how your expenses work. Okay, all right, and for your income, however, I'm gonna show you how it differs. Okay, it's the same database. All right, it's the same database as your expenses. And then, however, the difference is you don't input any expense category. So from the name itself, it's expense category. So you just leave this blank, basically. All right. So how you understand this is you earned this income on this date, and you put that on this account. Okay. Again, you can use both income and expense at the same time, either or. It doesn't matter actually. But if you're going to use income, all right, you don't put any in this expense category. If you put a figure in this expense, you also use the expense category. All right, if this is filled out, you have to fill this out. If this is blank, you also leave this blank. Okay, so just to understand it more easily. All right, and okay, so let's go ahead and see your personal account right here. As you can see, this is the original balance. So when we talk about your original balance, this is basically the total income that you've had or you've received entirely for your personal accounts, like basically your running balance, I guess. And then this is the total balance. Total balance is basically like the remaining balance on your account after all expenses are taken out, right? So for example, you've had the entirety of your income is 1,000, and then total balance is 500, and then you're going to have an indication here of whether it's still safe for you to spend as much as you want. All right, as you can see, this is a formula. and you can see that there are several message indicators here. You can replace this one with any kind of, inspiration, motivation, motivating message, affirmative message, something that will basically, pat you on the back if you still have money on your account, I guess. If you're broke, I mean, it won't destroy you too much. All right, so yeah, that's basically it, and I'm going to open this one. All right. The only thing that you can edit here on your wallets is basically your name, your monthly budget, and your daily budget. Okay, so all of this, the remaining properties here are just basically indicators. So you don't really have to do much on each account page. Okay, so again, the name, monthly budget, and daily budget. You don't have to use both of these. It's up to you. You can see the total income, total expense, and total remaining, the monthly and the daily expenses, and even how much is remaining. Okay, so you can go ahead and edit the view of your gallery. When it comes to your accounts, you can edit or filter the properties that you want to see at a glance. All right, and again, these are the properties that you can use for your gallery view, right? Okay, so that's it for your accounts. This is also the same as your wallets or accounts. All right, it's the same page as this one. It's the same database. So yeah, what you can do or how you can maximize this is you can name different accounts. Like for example, you're saving for a trip, you're saving for a very expensive or a luxury item. You can go ahead and create a wallet for that. So basically, this is like your piggy bank, right? Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And this is your wish list area. So anything that you want to save up for, you can add that here. Okay, let's go ahead and open one of the pages. All right, so you can name this one, change the cover. It will be viewed on your gallery view. And then pay from account, so you're just going to choose which account you want to take out the payment from, how much the price is, add to cart. This doesn't really do much, but you can use this actually. And then buy, and then of course this is a gamified template. So I gamified buying your wish list item as well. So basically, each time you buy something from your wish list, it gives you rewards. So it boosts your, for example, your mental health, and then it makes you rich. Like imagine you're playing any kind of RPG game, right? And then you buy a loot bag from their shop, and then you spend real money, and then you also get like coins or sort of rewards from that shop. So this is the same, and this is the link and the image of the item that you wanted to save up. All right, so what happens is each time you click on buy, it will add an expense page on your budget database, like where your budget, or sorry, your income and expense are saved in, the ones I showed you earlier. And then it will all automatically add this price. Okay, and then it will automatically add which account you're going to use, and you can just add the expense category once you open the expense page, once it created one for you. All right, so that's how the buy button works. All right, so yeah, so that's how your wish list works. You will also see an indicator of whether you can already afford this particular item or not. So if not, then you will see this indicator that you will still need a certain amount to be able to afford this particular item. All right, so let's go ahead and go down towards the cash flow page. As you can see on this title section, this is the bazaar page, and on the left, this is also your avatar page, basically avatar entry page. You can see how many coins you have, and on the right page, you can see how much money, real money, you have as well. All right, so this just basically for information purposes, you know. Since this has something to do with your cash flow, this will tell you how much money you may have in total. All right. Oh, by the way, just to, I guess, just to expound on that, besides the money that you have on your vault or on your personal wallet, this also includes how much sales you got from your store, I guess. It will also include that here. Okay. Okay, so moving on. Um, in the bazaar or in your shopping mall, you'll be able to see such items: premium, cocktail, recreation, relaxation, and yeah, but basically all of these groups have one thing in common. They will basically help you boost your mental well-being. It's like, you know, taking a me time, just taking a break for your own sanity, for your own health. All right, so again, just you can use any of these buttons right here, new page. So each time you wanted to add a page to this recreation, it will tag that item automatically as a recreation item. So um, what I did was, the way I priced each item is, um, I made it not so cheap but not so expensive either. So it depends on how much coins you wanted to spend on each one. So like for example, this vacation item, so I priced it really high, like 10,000 coins, because in real life it does take like more money for you to be able to take a vacation. That's under premium item. It's this already has pre-made templates, so you won't have to think too much about what kind of item to think of. You can add more items in here if you so wish. Like if you have more ideas about how to spend your vacation or your break time, go ahead and add it here, right? So let's go ahead and open one of the mall pages. As you can see, you can choose the category here of your mall item. This is just the formula, it's just an overview. No need to do anything on that. So for your avatar, you can just edit the price, how much this item cost. And then for your XP, HP, MP, okay? So basically each time you spend these coins, these amount of coins, you will get these rewards. So you will get 200 XP, HP, and MP. All right? You can go ahead and claim and refund. This section right here is for your avatar only. There are several properties here depending on what kind of item you're going to create, and as you can see, there are separate buttons for each section to be able to categorize them better. Like for example, for villagers, I'm going to show you the example of that. All right, let's check the gifts to NPC. So in a nutshell, each of the items in the gifts to NPC will reward you affinity points. All right, so each time you buy this gift for these coins, you will get this item. Basically, once you get this item, you'll be able to save it in another inventory, basically an inventory chest that I will show you later in your village. You will be able to save this and gift this to your favorite characters, therefore adding like 7 affinity points with them, right? So basically leveling up your bond with that particular favorite character. All right, so let's open up this one. Again, if you're going to edit the price, it's here. It's always here, the price. And then instead of using these coins, or sorry, using these buttons, you use the ones under villagers. You want to decide how much affection or affinity you want to get for this particular price, and then you choose this button in order to buy the gift, right? Okay, so that's it for your affinity item or gifts to NPC. And let's go ahead and choose the gear. And as you can see here, this is styled like a weapon, right? So this has attack power, defense, and magic attack. So let's open one of the gear page. So let's collapse this one. Again, you edit the price here, how much this costs. And then for scenarios, so this is where you edit the figures for your gear. All right, so this is categorized as gear. You use the, or you edit the attack and magic attack power. If you're going to use HP, if you're going to assign HP points here or defense points here, you use this one. All right, defense slash HP. You edit this one. All right, so it means this weapon is worth 100 attack and magic attack power and 40 defense points. All right, and then you use the buy gear to buy this one. Under no action needed, you don't really need to do anything here. It's just for styling and for, you know, back end purposes. So you can collapse this one, and that's it for gear. The difference with this spells. All right, let's go ahead and open one. All right, again, you edit the price, you edit the attack and the magic power, and then you use the buy spell instead of the buy gear. All right, in any case, yeah, this is already categorized as spells. In any case, in each view, each time you click on new page, it will automatically categorize that item as a spell. Same goes with gear and gifts to NPC. It will automatically categorize that according to those specific views. All right, so yeah, that's it for your cash flow. As you notice, this has something to do with your real life and in-game finances. So hopefully this will make your gamified life planner more fun, your saving goals more fun, more entertaining, I guess. And then hopefully this bazaar, this section right here will be able to help you regain that mental capacity, that rest, that break that you haven't really claimed for yourself. So if you're basically like me who really won't stop working until, you know, we drop, this will basically legitimize all of the me time that you want for yourself, as long as you can afford it, as long as your coins are enough in here. So of course the answer for you to increase your coins is increase your rewards for yourself, and of course increase the quests that you do for your own productivity. So it's literally gamifying your life. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching this walkthrough, and on the next video we're going to discuss about the safe space page, sorry. And we're going to talk about how your hobbies will definitely help make your life more entertaining, more fun, and how it will also help your productivity. So again, thank you so much, and see you again on the next video.